Hey soccer players, are you worried that you're gonna re-injure your ankle even after going through rehab? It's been a few weeks since you had the injury and you wanna get back on the field. Well, in this video, I'm gonna show you 5 exercises that you can start performing to bulletproof your ankle from having another injury. Hey, this is Coach Manny with Propel Soccer, and this video is sponsored by Impact Care Therapy. So, an ankle sprain is whenever the ligaments of your ankle, especially the outside part of your ankle, get overstretched. Now, in this video, we're gonna focus on really making sure this doesn't happen again. So maybe now you have performed the rehab for a few weeks, and click on the link right here and you'll see phase 1 of rehab and you'll see phase 2 of rehab right here. So depending on where you are in the rehab process, you can reference those 2 videos. So now it's time to make sure that before you get back on the field, can we make sure that your ankle joint is ready to get back on the field, and that's gonna take performing activities that are a little bit more intense, and I'm going to give you one of the main secrets to actually make sure you don't have another ankle injury towards the end of this video. So make sure you hang tight to the end of the video, and I'll tell you one of the main secrets you can be able to perform to make sure you don't have another ankle injury. Let's get started. So this exercise is called ankle stretch with overpressure. What we are working on here is the flexibility of the ankle joint. So what happens sometimes is after you've had the injury, your foot still feels stiff and you don't have the full flexibility that you had before. So we're going to work on that first, and then as we go on, you work on strength. So flexibility first here. So check this out. You're gonna get into a position when you're on both knees, right? And then you're gonna this is the foot that was injured, so we're gonna target the right one. What you're gonna do is place your foot flat, and then take your hand and put it right over your heel. So now, I'm putting pressure, overpressure, to get that stretch in front of my foot. Okay, so just like that. And I recommend holding here for a good 45 seconds to 1 minute to get that long-lasting stretch. This is the position that most likely you twisted and sprained your ankle. So you're trying to make sure that you regain that flexibility. Same thing there, 45 seconds to 60 seconds. This exercise is called split lunge to foam. So we're going to progress it to use a foam. Now, one of my favorite exercises to perform for soccer players is lunges. And I like the split lunge. Split lunge is where we place one foot on top of a platform like this, okay? So in this case, we're going to assume that my left foot is the one that was injured. So what you're going to do here is get to this position, place your foot, the opposite foot on the platform, and you're gonna just go straight down to a lunge. Down and up. Down and up. Now you can put your foot like this too, it doesn't matter. Okay? Down and up. Down and up. What I want you to make sure is that your knee does not go forward past your toes. Okay? Keep it behind. So actually focus on your back knee to go down and then up. Down and then back up. You can progress this and add an unstable surface such as a foam on the foot. So, like this. Same thing here. Place my foot. I'm gonna go down, focusing on the back knee. And then up. Down, up, down, up. One of the best exercises that you can perform is a lunge. Now I like to perform a lunge in different variation. This exercise is called a skater lunge, and we're gonna add a hip thrust. I'm gonna show you what the hip thrust is in just a moment. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a ball and then just hold it. What you're going to do is we're gonna assume that my left foot was the one that was injured previously, right? I sprained my left ankle. All right, what you're gonna do is we're gonna perform a lunge, but in a diagonal pattern like this, and come up. So I'm going up here, and you see, I'm just placing my foot down. I'm not stepping down, because I want my left foot to take up all the weight. Come up. One more time. Here, and then come up. Now let's add the hip thrust to progress this exercise. Okay, we go back down to the lunge, diagonal lunge, and then we rise back up. Hold it, again, here, come up here, hold it, lift this foot, this thigh, to create a 90-degree angle. Here, rise back up. Here, rise back up. One of the best things, and I would say this is a power tip or a secret to prevent having future ankle injuries, is to strengthen your hip muscles. See, your hip muscles really, or let me say this, your ankle really depends on what's happening at the hip to make sure that you actually don't get injured. So check this out. If I lean over this way, my foot has to follow that way. You see that? Right? If I lean over this way, my hip goes this way, my foot has to follow. It's impossible to move your hip and not actually really move your ankle to some degree. So this exercise is called single leg with hip flexion plus. Watch this. You stand on the foot that was previously injured. Lift up here. This is the hip flexion part. Take a ball, go around. When I'm doing this, I get to activate my hip muscles. And when we lift up our opposite thigh to 90 degrees, we get the greatest activation of this hip muscle right here. So you don't want to keep it down here. Lift it up. Go around with the ball, or you can progress this. Let's add a kettlebell. Boom. There you go. Same thing, keeping that thigh as high as you can. Nice and slow, and then progress. So in the rehab process, it is important to be as sport specific as possible. What do I mean? Try to incorporate the ball or ball activities during your rehab process. When you're ready to get back on the field, you won't feel like you're trying to catch up. So this exercise is called single leg stance with a ball pass. So we stand on the foot that was previously injured. I say previously because now you're recovering, right? And then we're gonna take the ball, and what we're doing here is stand on that leg and then pass the ball off the ball. Okay? Woo. Bring it back. Pass it, bring it back. Pass it, bring it back. So what you're training your foot here is two things. To be able to control that balance whenever you are twisting your body. So pretty much all the muscles of your ankle are working at this point. Number two thing is, as I'm kicking this ball, my mind can't really think about the foot. It has to think about the ball to execute this, right? So hit it, now come back. So it makes it more automatic, right? Pass it, get it back. One more, pass it, get it back. Try that out, let me know how it goes. So now you have performed those exercises and you have bulletproofed your ankle from having another injury and you're ready or on your way to get back on the field. If you got value from those exercises, subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so you can be notified when another video like this comes out. Remember, your time to shine is right now. Let's get started.